And what our goal is to be able to make our dehydrated dinners that we take with us when we go camping, so that we aren't buying the stuff that has all the preservatives in it. Well, this is a day when I started making a list, and my list kept getting longer and longer because it was one of those things where I started stuff and I needed to finish it. So number one thing that I had to finish was I needed to take my zucchini that I had put in here a few days ago, a couple of days ago, and finish them. So that's the first thing I did that was on my list. And I have it all dried. I'm going to just set it in the freezer. And what our goal is to be able to make our dehydrated dinners that we take with us when we go camping, so that we aren't buying the stuff that has all the preservatives in it. So really excited about doing this. I just went to the garden, I brought them all out, cut them all up, put them in there, and they're done. So that's really great. Then yesterday at the farmer's market, I got cherries. So I'm pitting my cherries right now. I'm gonna slice them up, put them in the dehydrator. Cherries are such a great antioxidant. These things are so big, they're like plums. Let me not be rude and eat while I talk. So that's going in the dehydrator next, so I can make dried cherries. Also to be used when we hike and camp and just eating. And then right here, I made cultured raw milk. I'm making cream cheese and a cultured milk so I can have the whey underneath. I need whey to make most of the things that I want to make. So that is doing its thing right now. So what I did was I took 1 quart of raw milk and set it on the counter. It says for 1 to 4 days until it separates. And so that's what I did. This is the end of day 2, and it smelled beautiful, and it just looked like a clabber milk. And then you put it through your strainer and a cloth and let it sit there, and it can drain for a couple more days and your whey goes down in the bottom, and then you have cream cheese in the top. So what I'm trying to do is get enough whey that I can make some lemonade kombucha. I don't even know how to say it, so you can correct me on it. I don't drink tea, I don't drink caffeine, so I don't have green tea or black tea. But I found lemonade kombucha to make, and I read about it so that I understand a little bit more about why it's so good for you and the fermentation and everything. So I've been using Nourishing Traditions, and I've had it for years, and I finally decided to break it out and just really start using the recipes that are in there. And I actually got the lemonade kombucha from the Home Economist from Weston Price. And so those are the 3 things: the whey and the cream cheese, the zucchini, and the cherries that I'm doing today. We already fixed the wire on the chicken coop side because one of them wasn't all the way up, and on the chicken tractor. And 2 different times we've had chickens that have gotten out of our chicken tractor, our broilers, and they just are sitting there trying to get back in. And then I made a pot of beans, and I'm going to make homemade refried beans, and those are really good too. And if you want the recipe, let me know. And then I've got to plant a garden. We're having a reprieve in our heat. It's only being in the 70s and 80s for the next week, so I figure it's a really good time to plant some more of my seeds in my garden. So that's what I'm up to today, and I'll check in with you later. I have my cherries in. You slice them and put them in on 135 for, 11 to 21 hours, which is a big difference. So we'll see how they come out. I'm excited. And while I was putting that together, one of our buyers came over and bought 10 dozen eggs. So my refrigerator has room in it now. So little bits at a time of doing the homestead work this morning. It's being really fun. It's a homegrown organic cabbage, but it's a cabbage. I'm so excited. I think I'm gonna pick it and have it today. Pick some kale. Got some beautiful chard here. Leeks are doing really well. My Walla Wallas did terrible. Actually, these are onions right here. And my Walla Wallas, just 99% of them didn't come up. Really sad about that. I love onions. But here's carrots that are coming up. Again, not nearly as abundant as they were before. But I have to show you something. I came out to the garden today to replant my beets because they hadn't come up. And we just got a new watering system, and I came out, and lo and behold, they're growing in the rows that I put them in. My beets are growing. I'm not going to have to replant. Pretty excited about that. Okay, we actually have a watermelon growing. Wow. Amazing.
Is it recording?
Yes, it is. Now, I am going to show you a pumpkin. Haven't showed it to Jim yet, so come and see. These are our cucumbers that were supposed to be growing up trellises, and they're not, because we never got them put in. Not one, but two.
There's one right here.
Just a, 1, 2 pumpkins. Oh my goodness, look at that.
Cucumbers happening here.
You got cucumbers? Where?
Some little ones right there getting started.
Oh, yay! There's pumpkins there. We are gonna have.
There's one right here.
That one's not. That one will probably die.
You think so?
Yeah, if they're that color, they're gonna die.
Hey, it's just
Look at these. Did you see them? Did you see them? Our first cabbage we've ever grown.
Oh, really?
We grow a lot of leaves.
I was down here looking at them, and I'm like, these are common.
So no, go ahead and take it.
Oh, it's time to go?
I want you to take it before the bugs get it. And we'll give the chickens the big leaves off the bat.